Hey guys, in the electrifying world of underground street racing, Street Outlaws has carved out a legendary place in pop culture. Since its premiere in 2013, the show has delivered white-knuckle action, roaring engines, and personalities as fierce as the cars they drive. At the center of it all stands Ryan Martin, the fan-favorite racer and driver of the iconic Fireball Camaro. Known for his steely focus and unparalleled skills on the track, Morton has become the face of the franchise. But recently, a new question has been stirring. Is Street Outlaws fake? And in a stunning turn, Ryan himself decided to speak out. Let's peel back the layers of this high-octane drama and see what's really happening. When Street Outlaws first hit TV screens, it wasn't just another reality show. It was a phenomenon. Viewers were instantly drawn to the underground culture of street racing. It had all the raw intensity of illegal drag races, paired with the gritty charm of its racers. These weren't just actors playing roles, they were real people, with real cars and real rivalries. At the center of this high-speed chaos is Ryan Martin. Calm under pressure, sharp behind the wheel, and deadly on the street, Martin quickly became a standout. His Fireball Camaro isn't just a car, it's a symbol of dominance. Over the years, Martin has raced his way to the top, cementing his place as one of the most respected drivers in the Street Outlaws universe. But as with any reality TV success, controversy isn't far behind. Despite the show's popularity, some viewers began to raise eyebrows. Could the races really be that close? Were the rivalries exaggerated? Were some of the crashes just a bit too convenient? Critics started to ask, is Street Outlaws real, or is it just another scripted reality show dressed up in smoke and tires? The skepticism grew. Online forums, YouTube videos, and fan pages filled with debates. Some claimed it was too dangerous to be real. Others insisted that editing and scripting were used to manufacture drama and tension. For fans who had invested years in following these racers, the doubts were disheartening. Was it all just a carefully choreographed act? In the face of mounting rumors and speculation, one of the show's biggest stars finally had enough. Ryan Martin decided to confront the issue head-on. In a candid Instagram Q&A, Ryan addressed the elephant in the room with the kind of blunt honesty that only someone who lives and breathes this world could offer. There isn't really a way to stage a show about racing, street or track, Martin stated confidently. He explained that while television might enhance the entertainment value with dramatic editing or emotional storytelling, the races themselves, completely real. According to Ryan, everything from the nail-biting finishes to the crashes, the near misses, and even the heated arguments between drivers is 100% authentic. The danger is real. The adrenaline is real. And above all, the competition is real. This wasn't just PR spin. You could feel the conviction behind his words. For Martin, this wasn't just about setting the record straight. It was about defending a culture, a lifestyle, and a community that he deeply respects. What makes Ryan Martin's testimony so compelling isn't just his record on the track, it's who he is off it. Behind the flames and fury of the Fireball Camaro is a man with depth, drive, and a grounded personal life that keeps him centered. Ryan shares a long-standing relationship with his partner, Cherish Casey. In a world filled with speed and unpredictability, she's been his rock. Their love story reads like something out of a romance novel, from blind dates to parenting, to standing side by side through the most intense seasons of Street Outlaws. Cherish isn't just the woman behind the man. She's an integral part of his success. While Ryan's focus is often on building horsepower and shaving seconds off his time, she helps keep everything else running smoothly, from family life to the emotional toll of a career filled with risks. It's this human side of Ryan that often gets overlooked. Fans see the races, the wins, the trophies. But they don't always see the sacrifices, the nights spent tuning the car until dawn, or the pressure that comes with being at the top. Ryan Martin isn't a character. He's a real man living a real life at 200 miles per hour. Let's cut to the chase. Yes, Street Outlaws is a TV show. That means production crews, multiple camera angles, edited footage, and moments that are designed to keep viewers coming back for more. But does that mean it's fake? According to Ryan Martin and many of his fellow racers, the answer is a resounding no. The races are real. The cars are real. The risks are real. Could certain elements be dramatized or edited for better TV? Absolutely. That's how reality TV works. But when it comes to the core of a show, the race for dominance on the street, there's no acting, no scripts, and no retakes. What you see is what you get. What's perhaps most revealing about Ryan Martin's comments isn't just the defense of the show's integrity. It's the passion behind it. He doesn't need to act for the cameras because the thrill of racing is already in his blood. When he straps into the Fireball Camaro, he's not performing for an audience. He's chasing victory. That hunger, that fire, it can't be faked. And that's what makes Street Outlaws so compelling. It isn't just about who crosses the finish line first. It's about the heart behind the engine, the brotherhood between racers, and the razor-thin line between victory and disaster. Ryan Martin embodies all of that. And in a world where much of what we see on screen is filtered, edited, and curated, it's refreshing to see someone standing tall and saying, "This is real." So, is Street Outlaws fake? Based on everything we've seen, and especially what we've heard from Ryan Martin, the answer seems clear. While television will always have its flashy moments, the essence of the show remains genuine. The sweat, the crashes, the drama, and the rivalry. It's all rooted in the very real world of competitive racing. Ryan Martin's bold stand has done more than just settle a debate. It's reminded us why we fell in love with the show in the first place. Because at its core, Street Outlaws isn't about lights and cameras. It's about speed, passion, and the people who risk it all for a chance at glory. What many fans don't realize is just how much preparation goes into each race. Ryan Martin and his crew spend countless hours fine-tuning every detail of the Fireball Camaro. From testing nitro systems and adjusting suspension geometry to shaving off milliseconds in gear changes, the work is endless. And unlike other reality shows where the action can be staged or manipulated, street racing doesn't allow for second takes. If something goes wrong on the line, whether it's a bad launch or a catastrophic engine failure, the consequences are immediate and very real. That's part of what makes Street Outlaws so gripping. It's not just about the thrill. It's about the precision and danger that every driver faces every single night. Another aspect that's often overlooked in the "is it fake" debate is the community surrounding Street Outlaws. These racers don't just show up to film a few episodes and leave. Many of them, Ryan included, live and breathe this lifestyle all year round. They participate in no-prep racing events, travel the country to compete in drag strips and underground scenes, and connect with fans in meet and greets and car shows. For these men and women, Street Outlaws isn't a temporary gig or a scripted performance. It's a way of life, and their reputation in the real racing world is constantly on the line, far beyond what's captured on TV. Of course, television does add layers to any reality-based format. There are storylines, rivalries, and dramatic build-ups that producers might emphasize to keep episodes engaging. But that's not the same as faking it. Think of it more like editing a sports highlight reel. The action is real. The commentary and camera work just help tell the story in a compelling way. Even Ryan Martin has acknowledged that certain moments may be amped up for viewer impact. But when it comes to what really matters, the actual races and outcomes, there's no behind-the-scenes manipulation. One particularly revealing moment from the show that underscores its authenticity happened during one of Ryan's closest races against Kayla. The two titans were neck and neck down the strip, and the finish came down to a photo finish call. Fans were glued to the screen not because of any Hollywood drama, but because it was a real, unpredictable, high-stakes moment. The tension you saw in Ryan's eyes, the disbelief on Kai's face, it was raw and unfiltered. That kind of emotion can't be faked, and it speaks volumes about the real stakes involved. There's also a financial side to all this that makes faking it virtually impossible. Building a race car like Ryan's Fireball Camaro isn't cheap. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in parts, maintenance, tuning, and travel. And those investments are riding on every race. There's no guarantee of a win, no script promising a happy ending. These racers are risking not just their cars, but their livelihoods and reputations. Why would anyone pour that kind of money and effort into something if it were just for show? Interestingly, Ryan's candid approach to addressing the fake rumors has only strengthened his reputation. Fans see him as more than just a skilled driver. They see him as someone who values honesty, hard work, and integrity. He could have easily ignored the speculation and kept things ambiguous, but instead, he chose to confront it with transparency. That move has resonated deeply with viewers, especially those who were on the fence about the show's legitimacy. In many ways, Ryan has become the voice of reason in the Street Outlaws universe, a racer who lets his performance and authenticity speak louder than any script ever could. As Street Outlaws continues to evolve, introducing new locations, drivers, and race formats, the heart of the show remains unchanged. It's still about grit, guts, and the relentless pursuit of speed. And with drivers like Ryan Morton at the helm, fans can rest assured that what they're seeing is not only real, but rooted in a culture that values loyalty, skill, and respect. So next time you hear someone questioning whether Street Outlaws is fake, just point them to Ryan's words and his racing record. That should be all the proof they need.